Thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited to learn about your approach to teaching PE, your perspective as a developing educator, and how your own experiences, especially those as a foreign exchange student, may shape your work in the classroom. We'll begin with a warm-up question, then move into 3 questions focused on relationships, clarity, and challenge within a PE setting. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Awesome. Question 1. As someone who has a unique experience of learning and living in multiple cultural contexts, how has being a foreign exchange student influenced your perspective on teaching and learning, and what strengths do you feel that this brings to your future classroom?
I think that about all my experiences that I have had, not only here in the States, but also in other countries, I feel that getting to know different point of views of how to teach PE, of how to get like closer to students and build relationships, are very different from each background that I have. But I feel that each of them have something in common, or 3 things that are very like a core concept kind of thing, and it's that like sense of belonging and how you can make the student and yourself as well to feel that you matter and that you're helping them to improve in whatever you're doing, like soccer, basketball, or I don't know, even yoga.
Nice.
You know.
Okay, so question 2, building relationships. In physical ed, building trust is important because students are often stepping outside of their comfort zones. How do you build strong relationships with students of all backgrounds and ability levels, especially those who may not feel confident in PE?
I feel that, well, this is something that I have seen already when I have coached in like soccer back home, and we have students from different places like Brazil or Argentina that even though we speak the same language, they have different backgrounds as well. So I feel that something that you have to focus on is getting to know the student, getting to know like the name, of course. Every day that you have class or you coach them, kind of, I don't know, tap in the shoulder, shake hand, or something like that, so they can feel that I'm interested in him or her and that I want to help her to improve. Also, like if they don't engage or they don't like the class, they don't like the sport that we're doing, because you're always gonna have that student that is not doesn't have the confidence enough to I don't know, go and talk to the group that it's talking all the time or things like that. So you will always have that student, and I think that you always have to kind of care a little bit more about that student. So there are teachers or coaches mostly that the girl or the boy that isn't doing that well or is not making varsity, for example, you just leave it over there like in the corner and kind of see after what are you gonna do with him, right? But I feel that it's the opposite. You have to like focus more on that child or on that athlete, because kids are most of the day they're with professors, teachers, coaches, and in some way we're also even if they don't see it, we're impacting them in their values, in what they're gonna think after school or stuff like that. So I think that you have to focus on those students that are a little bit hidden, right, and kind of getting out of there step by step, because it's not just tomorrow they're gonna be right talking or playing whatever, but you have to like engage with them, like get to know them, what they like and stuff like that, so you can build that relationship with them.
Awesome. So for the next question is going to be about providing clarity and structure. And movement-based classes can sometimes get chaotic without clear expectations. What strategies do you use to ensure students understand the rules, routines, and goals in your PE classroom, and how do you communicate those expectations in a way that's clear and consistent for all learners?
So this, I think, thinking about my experiences, I would try to start the class. Back home we did it like before even going to the gym or to the field or wherever we're going. We had 2 professors, so both of them came into the class and kind of explained to us what are we gonna do, what are we expected to do, of course, always having like in mind that we're gonna have fun, and then that PE is for kind of getting out of the classroom system, like, I mean, being sitting all day and stuff. I feel that getting like a clear objective to them too, like not being too deeply about just being literally what you need them to do, but also, like I said before, reminding them that we are having fun, that we are developing connections with other students, that it's not about just jumping or getting a basket or shooting a goal, right? It's also about growing emotionally and in academics too, right?
Awesome. For your final question, we're looking at how you encourage challenge and growth. So one of the goals in PE is to help students challenge themselves both physically and mentally. Can you describe how you would design an activity or a lesson that helps students move just outside their comfort zone while still feeling supported? And what does it look like when students are truly engaged and growing within your PE class?
I would say that an activity that I can do, like kind of ice break the class at the beginning, is doing like a tag game or something in group that they can get to know the other person. So I don't know, maybe like different stations in the gym or something. So in I don't know, in each station they can share something with the other person, right? Like something just as basic as what's your favorite animal, of course your name and stuff, like kind of the activities that we were doing, right? Like when we went to the high school, before actually starting the activity, we were like the question that you said, like if you are an animal, which you pick, right? So things like that at the beginning you're like, why I'm gonna say which animal I'm gonna be, but then after you get the confidence with your teammate or with your classmate, and it gets like a connection and a conversation that is like, oh, I will be a bear. Why you would be a bear? And so I think it's about getting, yeah, it's about my students getting connected between them, and of course me as well with them, but between them I think is more important.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts today, and we appreciate the unique perspective you bring to education and your commitment to helping all students succeed, not just physically, but emotionally and socially. Before we end, do you have any questions for us?
Nope.